What's up, dudes and dudettes here, and welcome to another edition of Flamingo Asks. And while I am trying my best to keep myself limit, though, I am here with my friend Giratina. Um, Giratina, if you'd like to say hi and introduce yourself to the fans.
Hey, hello guys. It's me, Giratina.
Okay. And today we'll be talking about what's wrong with YouTube because honestly, though, Giratina and I we were discussing about how much YouTube seems to be broken with their system and all that. So, Giratina, how about you start us out? What do you think about YouTube these days?
Uh, honestly, it's weird. You're trying to do whatever you think you want, like what is right, but
Uh huh.
you get another strike. But
Yeah.
whenever someone does like big stuff that would easily get you banned,
Mm-hmm.
they get nothing. I find that suspicious, to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah, because you start noticing that YouTube seems to be very inconsistent with their policies for some reason. They say you're supposed to follow these here rules, and then bam, they're just gonna fucking don't do it anyway. So what the hell?
I mean, just on my stream yesterday, I got a copyright infringement.
Oh, you did? Oh shit, what happened?
It's just that for a 2 minute video that I used technically, I was it was a battle between me and Marnie, and
Mm-hmm.
that music is copyrighted. But I did not got a strike, so that's good.
Yeah, because I was gonna say though, I was originally gonna do something for my for all of you guys for supporting my channel, but what's really messed up is that I didn't even use music or anything. It's just me congratulating and showing off how much I really appreciate all of y'all. And then all of a sudden they said on my email, I got notified and say, "Oh, you got copyright strikes for doing this shit." I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like, what the hell? I was just doing a congratulations video.
Yeah.
I wasn't even doing music or anything. It wasn't just music. It was just mostly my voice and tell you guys how I feel and about all this. I feel gratified, but then no, they say no, you're copywriting. I was like, what did I do with this copyright then?
Uh,
Eh, Yeah,
when I did
I'm sorry about the
there was
jingle.
a time when
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry about
did
the jingle sound. Yeah,
what?
what was that? Yeah, this is
Hmm?
the jingle sounds from my dog. He's always shaking all the time.
Nice. I thought something
I
else.
get him. So what were we gonna say, dude?
Technically, it's not really my first copyright infringement because I
Oh,
got
what?
one,
Hmm?
but it was like a year ago.
A year ago?
Yeah, well, I did got a copyright infringement like a year ago. It's
Hmm.
the video about the No Man's Sky I sent you on uh, on on DMs.
Yeah, because I will admit though, the copyright infringement, I do understand. I do understand where they're coming from. At the same time, even when someone's not even doing anything that's a copyright infringement, you think that they would know that it's copyright free there or something.
Yeah, well, it's not something I'm bothered with, to be fair.
Uh, oh
But
yeah.
when I get a strike for something that you technically wasn't aware of,
Mm-hmm.
and that you're forced to delete that part of the video just so you get leave alone. Why?
Yeah. I think I saw some YouTuber from the copyright infringement, and they said if some they had something about the law against them, and I said I had to look this up, and I was like, wait, the law? Like, and they said there is no law. It's just that the copyright infringement is just don't get three strikes or you're gonna be out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what does the law have to do with this stuff? Does that mean that you have to get a lawyer with you? Like, what the fuck?
Well, when it comes to copyright, you can get with the law,
Yeah.
and you can do jail time.
Yeah. But speaking of jail time, though, you remember when last night when we were what were we saying? We were saying about the Paul Bros. Like, remember how the Paul Bros had the suicide forest or some shit?
Oh boy, don't remind me.
Not like I'm like you still have these idiots around, and yet you tell them knock it off. And when they did that quote unquote apology video, you know they're gonna do shit again. You know that, right?
Yep.
Like, oh my god, that was just painful to see. Like, it was all over the place. Like, you could not avoid what you've just like. Even if you haven't seen it, you've heard of it. I'd be like,
Yep.
yep.
That's it.
I'm sorry. I'm drinking my orange, my orange soda. Yeah, but yeah, like the thing about YouTube is that when you get right down to it, you have to say, "Oh, I'll follow these rules." Like I've read the policies like more times because that's how I am. I always read things a couple of times to understand the gist of it, and then all of a sudden they say, "Oh, if it's copyright." And I was like, "What did I do that's copyright?" And they say because I use clips, and I was like, I wasn't using clips. I was just using my voice. How was that showing a clip there?" Like my actual voice. Like I'm not using anything like say Go Anime like they do those robotic voices or something.
Nah.
If you had to do something.
I mean, I got interrupted by
It's okay
some
though, because
by some
that's okay,
by
dude.
my dad.
All right. I was just saying about how like I only use my voice when I do my videos because I don't feel like I don't even know how to do those voices you hear on Go Animate and or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that first and foremost. And second, I wouldn't even use them because it would not even go coherent with the voice I sound, even though I'm not proud of the voice I have.
I mean, there's ways that you can do that, which is
Yeah,
there.
yeah, there
It's
is.
not chat binds, but it's how it's called again. It's like the voice modificators, voice
Yeah,
mods.
especially with how they're doing nowadays AI covers, or I think that's what they're called, AI
Yeah,
covers.
it's creepy.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to some of them personally if they sound good enough. With others, they just say they're kind of off key or some way. Like that's just my judgment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if anything, though, I mean, I don't have a problem with people using other voices if they don't feel comfortable with their voices. But I'm like saying like you have no problem with having them do the voices though. But when I wanted to do something like that, you had a problem with it. And I'm like, okay, I'll just use my actual voice, even if I'm not proud of it, because I don't know why. In real life, my voice just sounds too boyish when I hear it from my perspective.
Yeah, feels like the same thing on my side.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, some people say, "Oh, you have a cute voice," and I'm like, "No, my voice sounds lousy. Like, what the hell are you talking about?"
I mean, I do find it, but that's you. That's how you
I
decide.
do. I will admit I do some voice impressions, like raspy voice or something, but I don't like doing it on camera. Like I'm like, that's what it sound like. Oh my
I mean, I did
god.
try to do a Scooby Doo voice impression before, and I don't think I'm gonna do it again.
Oh my god, I did a Scooby Doo voice when I was young, and then all of a sudden the boys were all like, "Oh, you sound just like Scooby Doo," and say, "Well, okay," but I didn't want to
Yeah,
sound like that for some reason.
there's like those times where I wonder with YouTube these days.
Yeah, especially
Like,
let's talk about the dislike metric system. You mentioned that before a while before. Remember that?
oh yeah, that the dislike.
Yeah.
Why? Just
Yeah,
why?
I remember. The only reason, the only way I could find out who dislikes my videos if I go to YouTube Studios and I'm like, "Fuck me, you have to go to the studios."
Even if I go to studios, it doesn't show half the time.
Yeah, like what the fuck is up with that shit? Like
Sometimes I gotta
just
refresh my page a couple of times before finding it.
like I have no problems with people disliking my videos. I'm fine with that. But one time, someone like I said in the take on video for some fucked up reason, they say, "Oh, you're just defending a 14 a pedo, and yet you should help them out." I was like, okay, one, I'm not helping him out, and number two, when have I ever said in the video that I was gonna defend the guy? I would
Yeah,
never
that
defend him,
just
even if
pisses me off.
like that. That that
That
fuck
just
that,
pisses
that
me
shit
off to
pisses
no
me off
balance.
more than ever. Yeah, like I said though, you can dislike my video if you want to, but I have to see who, like I can't even see the dislike metric system because YouTube being so sensitive now they remove it.
I mean, I don't blame them for removing a dislike button because you remember when they did YouTube rewinds.
Yeah, that shit I remember.
Oh boy, for three consecutive years they did YouTube rewinds that were so bad.
Uh huh.
They like wait. Let me check. Let me check the recent YouTube rewind.
Take your time. It's just take your time. My dog is just having me so just
Let me just try.
right
Let
now.
me just check the recent YouTube rewind. How badly it got.
Yeah, you can check. I'll take your time, dude. Oh my god.
I'll just put it down. Oh
Oh,
boy.
everybody
Oh
stuff's gonna say.
boy. Bad.
Oh fuck! It's fucking bad, ain't it?
Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad.
How bad is it,
Yeah.
dude?
Uh, mostly Fortnite stuff.
Oh my god, my first nephew plays Fortnite.
Like the 2018 one is mostly Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
The 2019 one, I think it is. It is too.
Is it just
It
Fortnite,
was
or is
just
there any
it's
other
just
shit
that
on?
awful.
Oh my god, because I don't have a problem with people playing with Fortnite personally, but if it's just
I don't have any
it's like
problems
that
with that
topic
too.
though, I say to myself, not to be rude, but you could try something else.
I mean, I
Excuse
used to be a player of Fortnite.
what happened?
Like, I'm one of the players that played its worst days back in 2017. And once Battle Royale came out,
Personally,
that's when the community, well, most of the community left.
like you notice that some okay, I wouldn't say some fan bases, but most fan bases can be toxic as all fuck. Like, oh, you hate this thing. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it's my opinion. What the fuck is your problem?
Ugh, that's Call of Duty in general.
Like, there's so many toxic fan bases. Like, there are so many toxic fan bases. I don't even know where to start with this. Like Steven Universe or something and the like that. I'm like, I
Call
like
of
Steven
Duty,
Universe
that's a
guys, but for
prime
the way you ruin
example.
it for people, it's just cruel.
Yeah,
What happened? Like,
it's
there's
just
too many
annoying.
fan bases out there, especially with how YouTube is. Like I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, though, you act like they're if someone criticizes it, oh, it's a bad thing. Like you're allowed to criticize something. Like it's not gonna be perfect, like 100%. Like what the fuck?
Exactly. When you post something on YouTube, on social media in general, you gotta expect to get into criticism. If you aren't
Yeah,
ready
exactly.
to get into criticism, then why are you posting?
Yeah, like if you're gonna be that sensitive to it, then don't post shit at all. I'd be like,
Exactly.
yeah. Like I understand. Like here's the thing, though. I will admit, yes, back then as a little child, I was very sensitive to criticism. But then I start realizing, you know what? There's like I said, like someone said before me, there's different kinds of criticism. As long as it's actually constructive, then yeah, you can help that. But if it's deconstructive, then it's not gonna help you out. It's just gonna show harshness or something. Like, oh, this is bad. Like this, you should stop doing it altogether. Like someone last night said to me, "Oh, you're fucking cringe, Flamingo. You're a Flamingo fucker." It's just for doing this. And it's like, you don't even know my video, so I had to block and report the guy after that. Though, so that's why I did. I had to block him after that.
Yeah, god damn it.
Like I'm not. I say like flamingo fucker. What the fuck, dude? If you
Like,
don't
what
like
the
my
hell was that?
videos, okay. I'm gonna say this in general though. I say to people, if you don't like the video, why watch it?
Yeah, true.
Like
I mean,
just
I got, I used to have
like
my
there's
share
a
of
reason why
haters.
they call it. Yeah, like I have haters too, but I just say, you know what? It's just gonna been there, done that. I've seen this done before. I'm not scared of them. I've seen this shit before.
You just don't have to give them the attention they want.
Yeah, because if you give them more attention, that's just gonna add more fuel to the fire anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Um. So
And they
yeah, with
just
YouTube,
crave for attention. That's the thing.
Yeah, with YouTube, especially with you notice how a lot of these, like say Sniper Wolf, Unision, they do dangerous shit, and they expect to,
Oh, don't
oh, it's all,
remind me of this.
I'm sorry, it's just that
Oh,
with YouTube, with Karma Houdinis, that's the problem. I call them Karma Houdinis, like they do in cartoons and shit.
even I show speed when he showed his you know what I mean, on
Oh,
cam while on
oh,
stream,
oh.
and everyone was just so mad about it, and he's not bad.
Sensitive baby assholes.
Instead, he changed his name.
I get blunt at times, so I'm like sensitive baby assholes.
I mean, this guy has a problem.
Oh, oh, which guy you're talking about? What was that?
I show
My show, like, what is that?
I show speed here for the full name.
Oh, because I was gonna say though, it's like you would think that, oh, because they did something stupid, you would think that YouTube would at least try to strike them and say like, say for example, like if you recall what Sniper Wolf did
Yeah, that
before,
was
like
just
say
unforgivable. That
showing
was
it, what's his
just
name, Jack's
unforgivable.
films. Yeah. Oh, but I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, my ass. Like I'm not gonna forgive what you like. Even so, I never watched Sniper Wolf to begin with. I've just heard of him after what she did to Jack's films, and I'm like, you know what? Even if I don't know the dude, I still feel really really sorry for him.
Nah.
Like even so though, like why would you do shit like this when they didn't even invite you to begin with? I'd be like,
There's also another guy that if in the chat there's a lot of Minecrafters, I'm sure you
oh
know
yeah,
that
my
guy.
first nephew
But
played Minecraft. I'm just gonna say this right now. My first nephew plays a lot of Minecraft, a lot of video games.
eh, when I was little, I used to watch someone that named Popular MMOs. I just
Oh
feel
yeah.
bad for that guy. No, I just
Oh, what
feel bad
happened?
for what he went through.
Oh, what did you go through?
Oh boy. If you want to look it up, just go for it. I don't
Okay,
recommend.
because I was gonna say though, I bet it's like really fucking bad.
In short, he went to jail
Oh shit!
for some
I, I,
for
I say a
because
lot of swear words, so forgive me.
I just
Like
feel
I
bad for
say,
that guy.
like, oh my god, this is just like muy loco if you think about it. But it's also pretty sad that even on YouTube standards, they always push people, even to people they don't know. They always have to be so much like say, "Oh, I hope you whatever," and then I say, "Okay, you're so big, and this is how you treat your people." What the hell? Like they didn't even do anything to you, and you're doing them something that's really horrifying.
I remember when I was streaming God of War 2018 back in the beginning of my streaming on my streaming days.
Uh huh.
There was the I think I had like 4 bots in my chat
Oh wow.
that they
Like
were
it
spamming
was
some suspicious links.
like, was it chaotic?
It would normally last like 3 minutes, but a good thing I had moderators to ban them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a. I usually tell people if you want to moderate, that's good, but just make sure that you don't say, oh, you're only mad at the person for the other day someone wanted to moderate my
I'll be right
comments, and
back
I'm
for a
like,
second, okay?
okay, take your time,
Won't
dude.
take long.
Okay. Mm, Yeah, the thing is though, yeah, YouTube is just really fucking broken when you think about it. Like even for a second, no, it's really chaotic. Like you would think that YouTube would at least get their shit together and say, okay, we fucked up big time, and then all of a sudden they just do whatever the fuck they did though. Like what the hell? Like it's chaotic, guys. It's really chaotic. Like you could think like for a second, like oh YouTube, we're still following our policies. Yeah, we're following policies too, but we don't do random shit like that. Like what the
All right, I'm here.
Yeah, I was just spilling some random shit. I was just saying if anyone ever watches the video, because I'm going to be posting after we're done here, I'm going to say, yeah, YouTube, you just need to get your shit together. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
Like, you have no
seriously,
problem with
it's annoying.
like you have no problem with banning people who didn't do anything, but when it comes to people who did do something, then they are scot free. Like, granted, they did have someone like say, I hate to mention this user, like Pollution Entertainment. He was a fucking jackass. Like, he's not just a jackass. He's also xenophobic. He abused kittens. I'm like, oh my god. Like, YouTube, you finally did something about this user, but other users are bad. Okay, then, like, what the hell?
I mean, Twitch does it worse, but
How bad is Twitch? I feel hearing a lot of stuff though, but only my few friends use it. I know.
I
On
mean,
YouTube, I have YouTube friends though, like Afrofish OG.
on
I know he
Twitch,
uses it for his
on
French.
Twitch, from its early days. Not sure if
Uh
it's
huh.
still the case now, but
Oh shit!
if
Really?
you're a man and you stream on Twitch, you're more easily able to get banned for the slightest of reasons.
Oh my! Like, not even a woman?
A woman, it
Like,
can,
is
but
there
it's
any?
rare.
I'm a woman myself, and I still find that pretty sexist.
Well,
Like even though I say oh man or something like I say I'm a masculine woman, I still call myself that even despite that I'm a woman in general.
like there was a time when there was one woman Twitch streamer that was so abusive to her cat. Twitch did nothing.
Oh, so it's like oh you may have done something wrong, but we'll let it slide.
Kinda.
Like you do like I'll be like you do realize that if they do something wrong, it's your job to do something about it. Don't just sit there on your ass and
The
hands on
logic.
knees all day like that.
That's the logic of stuff. Sometimes that is just
In
non-existent.
in the words of Mr. Spock, since I'm a Trekkie, I'm like, it is very illogical. I'm a Trekkie, okay.
Looks
So I'll be
like
like,
it.
it is very illogical. Rest in peace, Leonard
There was a
Nimoy.
time. There was a time on YouTube when they were experimenting on trying to give community tabs to everyone, which they ended up doing because I have community tabs, even though I don't feel like I deserve any
Yeah,
deserve it.
personally, I didn't expect
When
myself
you
to get a community tab at all.
because nowadays when you use community tabs, you don't know if it's really a joke or actual real thing, unless it's
Yeah,
from
because
someone that has 1 million subs or two.
yeah, because I started getting my community tab. I think it was like say a month ago. I have to look at my journal because I wrote it down now. So I was actually looking at my community tab, and it's like, wait, I thought you were supposed to get like 500 subscribers though. Like, what the fuck?
I know
They
it was
just
at
changed their metrics.
1,000 after they lowered it to 500.
I think I've seen someone yesterday that was around 13 or 14 subs, and they already got a community tab too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And they don't even post
On my
anything on there. I'm
side,
like, okay, granted. Huh?
let me check again. Why since when I got my community tabs? Yeah, it's been a year now that I have community tabs.
Yeah, you check it out while I check mine. Like I wrote it down in my diary though, because I'm a writer myself, so I write down shit. I write random shit at times.
now been a year that I have the community tab, which is also at the
Yeah,
same
I
time
mean,
when
with
I
my
started
yeah,
streaming.
yeah, with my diary, I've only I keep the keys with me because I only keep the lock on there, and I keep the keys with me whenever I go to work or something.
But I also did the other day a community tab about
Uh huh.
about a message I received when I was checking the comments. Is that now
Yeah.
you need to have a let me check that up. Yeah, verification, one time
Yeah,
verification.
join with the
Why? Why?
like what why the living hell? I'd be like, excuse me, I believe
So
you heard about
I was checking the why they decided is because in their words lesser YouTubers don't deserve any of this. We can give it free community tabs, but they can't pin. And if you want to
okay,
get
so I
pinned,
can.
if you want to get pinned, to get your pin back, it's basically having a 1,000 subs and 1 million watch on shorts,
That's the thing, though. I mean, I don't want
which
to
is the
be
exact
that
same
popular because
thing as getting monetized.
yeah, like that's the thing though. I never want to be too popular because if I was, I would be like, I'm too bashful to think about it because like today, like one of my users said, "Oh, you named yourself Flamingo because you're named after Albert." I'm like, no, I just love the animal. Shut up, and I just love to write, so shut up about it. They call me rude, but that's how I am. I'll be rude if you be rude to me back and be like,
Logic.
I mean, call me a bitch. I don't care, but still.
I mean, I've been called so many
Like,
insults that I lost count.
hey, I mean, it's either that or okay. So I finally found the date. It's March 3rd. I got my community tab, so over a month ago, I'd say.
Yeah, boy.
I had to look in my diary when I got it because I wrote it down and I know. Like, I don't write every day per se. I just do whatever I can. But the community tab, okay, I'm going to say this though. There's this user that I'm trying to report because I did a take on her, but she's been posting lots of harassment and shit and showing sexual things. I'm like, for YouTube, I'm reporting this shit and yet you don't do anything to stop it. Like she's actually posting shit like say showing sexual harassment, showing someone naked in the camera, and I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? So I think I need to
Sometimes I
bleach
just
my eyes
wonder
for a
if
week.
YouTube does their job or not.
Like you would, and then some people say, oh, but it's because of 1K subs, and I'm like, I don't fucking care if she had
1K
1 million
sub
subs. I
is
don't
just
care.
an excuse. It's not it's not
Like
a reason.
that's like I'm like, stop coming up with excuses. Come up with a fucking reason why she's acting like this.
Yep.
Oh, but she
Even if
was never
that
like
person
this
is big
before.
on Twitch or something like that, it's not a reason.
Like you can be the most successful person out there. There's still going to be issues with that person. Like whether they're
Exactly.
mentally, physically, or anything, there's going to be issues. Like look at someone like say like some big user like who has over 1 million subs. There's still going to be people out there who will bash on them anyway, regardless.
Like I already told you about this, but I host a Minecraft server with a friend of mine,
Oh yeah,
and yeah, the number of
that's just
stuff that happens when I first started streaming the server. Oh boy,
oh like shit got real downhill, huh?
shit went downhill real fast.
Shit. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised at this point, especially given nowadays age. But even so, like, remember how YouTube they used to be strict with their policies? I think around when they first started out. I think because I was around like,
No, not really.
because I was like only like 12 years old when I started watching YouTube. So about 12 years from now, ever since I started doing my job, not on YouTube stuff, but on
I
my
was
real life job. I mean,
around 8 when I started watching YouTube.
you were younger than me because I was like 12 years old. It was like almost, and I say almost during the summertime because this was before I had my job during the summertime in that same date, and I'm like, what's this YouTube though? And I started getting addicted to it. Like I couldn't sleep for the past few nights after that. I'm like so excited. I'm like, I can't sleep. Why can't I sleep? Why?
There was a time when when I was watching YouTube back then, I was noticing a lot of the most ridiculous stuff you can ever see on Earth.
Oh, and did he get banned for
Nowadays,
something or
those
no?
stuff are either deleted by YouTube themselves,
Because I know that like
or they
sometimes
either
YouTube
they
does
either
delete your stuff.
or they're really hidden,
It's like they private the video or something.
something like that. Yeah,
Because I know for a fact that some people private their videos. Sometimes they'll unlist them unless you actually have the link to watch it. I'll know that because I
yeah.
actually watched a video where she was talking about how someone's spreading misinformation and then she unlisted it. I'm like, you do realize that he spread misinformation on you and you just unlisted it because you don't want to deal with him. Like I get that you don't like him, but what the hell? Because I mean, there's I did that privating. Privating is something that I like. Even on your playlist, you can private your playlist. I'll say.
I don't even have a playlist, so that's good.
I just make podcast lists. I make what the hell is it though? There was other stuff I put on there. Say let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna see. My playlists involve my podcasts, even though I'll be doing a Magical Girl podcast in May, which is going to be just that without my take-ons. And speaking of take-ons, though, yeah, I have like, well, I wouldn't say 8 episodes, even if it says that. That's because I put the announcement at the top, the very top of it.
Yeah,
Because like a lot of people love my take-ons, and I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I don't want to call my series, my channel Flamingo Take On. That'd be a dumb name. Like, what?
I mean, I mean, if they like your take-ons that much,
Yeah,
that means
yeah.
saying
If
you're saying some light in those people.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think it's because even if you do some other stuff on your channel aside from what your main topic is, if you do something that's off topic, they'll say, "Oh, you should do this more often" or shit like that.
I mean, if you like
Yeah,
doing take-ons, continue. But if
yeah.
you
Because
don't push yourself into making those.
yeah, I only make them because I was inspired to do it from. I don't know if you've heard of the guy. His name was his name. He's still on YouTube. He just doesn't do videos as much because he's I guess you could say semi-retired, but he did this list called the Smegged Up Users, which is basically about these bad users. He puts on lists like bad video gamers, bad users in general, and as such and the like. He just talks about what made them so infamous to begin with. I'm like, wow, it's like almost like Wikitubia or whatever you call it. I kept saying it. They have it back there, and I say the reason why I'm doing these take-ons is because I've always wanted to talk about how I feel about these bad users per se, and then realize that YouTube, are you fucking with the system? Because I know there's some users out here that actually got banned. So let me see. My playlist is hold on, ready for you.
There's also uh, those uh, those users that are game journalists. I'm
Oh yeah,
sure you
those
heard
kind.
about them.
Yeah, I've heard about them.
Oh boy, I wonder if they
They're
even play a video game, or they
like they
just
always.
making shit up just for attention.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they made shit up to begin with.
Eh,
Like even as
when
a writer
I
myself,
remember
I'd
when Doom
say
Eternal was out,
like even as a
there was a
writer
time
myself.
when Doom Eternal was out. That game journalist that tried a game. He didn't even pass I think it's the first
Wait,
level or the second one, and he started complaining like how that game is bad and all that stuff. Like, shut the hell
like
up! If you're just bad at the game, just go play something else.
yo, I mean, all like, if you don't, if anything, no, I mean, I know this was kind of like back then, even though I wasn't around this time of age, but I don't know if they're still doing it now. I think they're still trying to be like the angry video game nerd or something like that shit.
Even the gamers knows that you can't even trust IGN anymore.
Like, IGN is a piece of shit now. Like, they'll put false information, like, oh, this or that, and I'm like, have you played this game? I never played the game, and even I know that's not how it works.
Sometimes when I check his videos,
Uh huh.
he puts like a 9 out of 10. He puts a 9 out of 10, and I'm like, you're really sure that deserves a 9 out of 10? You really
Even for
sure
how
about
much you've
that?
been bitching like a wife. I mean, like you
Because
bitch like a wife.
sometimes it doesn't
Because
deserve.
because game is to play it and see what are the technical stuff, like what are the good things and what are the negative things. You don't have to just say, "Oh, it's a good game" because everyone else said so. Just give your honest to God opinion about it.
Sometimes they just paid to say stuff like that.
Like me, I just like, even as a writer, when I do not just my take on but any research I do, I just say, okay, let's see if this is true or not, because I have to look on many different resources to find out if this is true or not, because if not, then I'm going to say, then why are you saying this to begin with, though? Like, you're just saying shit coming out of your ass, I'd say.
Technically.
Like, basically, especially with even these reviewers on YouTube. Oh my god, some of them just say things that don't even make a lick of sense, and I'm like, dudes, have you watched the movie? Have you watched the TV show? Do you even know what this means? You don't have to take it out of context just to get the idea. Holy fucking
And,
shit.
and people and when those people finally decides to watch that series or thing, and they decide to go to the total opposite of what they said, they get tons of hate. Oh boy.
Oh my god. Like, again, the dislike metric system, and they would say, I understand why it wouldn't go there. Like, at the same time, though, like, what are you trying to pull out of your ass? You're like, what? I forgot, what year was it that they got rid of the dislike metric system? I know it was in the 2020 something route. I know that. Was it last year or for 2 years ago? What was it?
I'm not sure.
Let me see here. Hold on, let me see.
There's also like the newest hit, Helldivers 2.
I keep
Like
making typo after typo when typing. Oh my
it's
god. I have to
like
use my stylus.
when I first heard about the game, I was like, seems all right. So I check a video, and I saw my brother buy it, so I decided
Yeah, I found
decided
it
to give
now.
it a try on this computer, and yeah, it's good.
Yep. Yeah, I looked it up on my phone because I have my phone with me at all times when I do my videos and everything, just in case someone texts me or gets notified. It says here of November of 2021, so I was like 22 at the time when they removed it. I mean, yeah, my birthday's a month before that, but still, I was like 22 when it happened. Damn, you children, I can't.
Now,
I'd be like,
and
the
I
change
heard I
was
heard
controversial or
I
whatever.
heard a while ago that YouTube it might be trying to go back on the rewinds, but I'm not sure that that's going to be a good thing.
I wouldn't.
I mean, you
Yeah,
know
I
what
wouldn't. I
happened
wouldn't count
when
on it. That's not a good
you know
idea
what
to begin with,
happened
especially with how
the
much
last
backlash.
one, the last YouTube rewind. A lot of users still thinks that it's
Oh
because of
shit!
that
Yeah,
YouTube rewind why the dislike button is now gone.
yeah, and someone, I think wait, is that really who I think it is? Sorry, I'm nosy.
Even when they even when they did
Yeah,
a
it was just some PewDiePie from the video. That's what I was looking. Yeah.
even when they
Yeah,
did
what were we saying now?
the video about update to the dislike button, why 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 were you
Why?
expecting get
Exactly. Like,
likes? No, you just got dislikes.
oh, so you're gonna find this hard to believe, though. I
Yep.
apologize if
And
I
what did everyone
mispronounced
and
the
what did
name.
everyone do to reverse that decision? They've been downloading a mod that allows to see the dislike button.
And also, it has, if you think about it, even the most popular YouTubers out there, even if some of them, I won't say everybody, but some of them say, oh, you can finally get rid of it so we don't have to worry about dislikes. And I'm like, wow, you really don't know what criticism is. It hit you in the ass.
And let's not forget about that the other thing.
What happened? ¿Qué pasó?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You know YouTube's war with block ads, with ad blocks.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that shit.
Now you can't even if you have an ad blocker, YouTube literally bans you until you take it down.
Yo, that shit pisses me off, though, because, okay, I'm like, why would you make it in the first place if you're gonna ban them then? Because I actually
I
looked it
don't
up
know.
though about.
They just don't. They just don't know. They just don't know what to do anymore.
I apologize if
They
I'm
just want the
pronouncing this.
most money out of everyone.
Yeah. So I looked it up though about the dislikes on my. I'm not showing it though because it's, again I'm looking it up on my phone and I can't do much. But it says here that now if I butcher the name, I do apologize. Susan Wojcicki, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I can't say it
That's
certainly,
yeah.
but
He's the
yeah, the
previous
CEO. Yeah,
CEO.
she
Yeah,
said that
she's
it
not
felt like
anymore.
YouTube felt the button was inaccurate way to gauge quality, and I say, what quality? What are you talking about? Like, are you telling me that like there are going to be videos that will dislike your there are going to be videos that other people will dislike your content. Hell, some videos I've seen from years ago when I was 19 have been heavily disliked, and I'm like, wow, I don't want to be that guy, but holy shit, you have more dislikes than any of those likes.
Thing is,
I
when
guess you're
even
doing a,
PewDiePie
a troll.
made that video, let's get to 1 million dislikes. It's not because
Oh
it's not for
yeah,
just
that
that.
shit alone.
It's not just for because that video is hated. That doesn't even make sense. It's just that because
Like what?
he just wanted to make a social experiment with his fans, and that succeeded.
Yeah, like you do realize that even so, you think that YouTube would realize that, like, I understand. Like, here's the thing though, even the smallest channel out there can still have dislikes on their videos too. I'd be
Yep.
like, I'm nowhere near big. I'm like in my 200 range, and even so, I'm still, I get dislikes here and there though. Even though some of the take-ons I do, I'm still saying to people, just avoid them if you can. And then they say, "Oh, you're just simping," and I say, "How is that simping? Can you explain that to me?" And they don't answer. I'm like, you know what? You're just a troll then.
I mean,
Because
I
that's
got
not
a couple of
simping.
dislikes on my videos,
Yeah.
but
Like I only checked them up.
it's
I only
just
checked them
why
up on mine.
just why
Yeah.
would you try to make like
I swear
you
to
want to put
God.
dislike? Okay, I don't mind because I like the dislikes. If you don't know, I don't
Yeah.
mind the
Yeah.
dislikes. In fact, it's how
Me
I
neither.
know
Like
if someone likes that content or not. But the fact that
me
they
neither.
just
Like you
decided
would.
to took it off, it's stupid.
Like you would like even someone with one or two brain cells could tell you that this is fucked up.
I don't mind.
Like I don't mind dislikes either. I don't mind dislikes at all though. Like even when I looked up my video to see my Madeline Hatter video, because it's not really something like, okay, like there's this user, she's, oh my god, she's a pain in the fucking ass now. She's just going ahead grooming others and showing sexual harassment in her on her community posts and saying some of these users don't deserve what they got. And I'm like, okay, but says the person who goes ahead and shows someone naked in the camera and shows a GIF over and over again with his belly hanging out. Like, what the hell are you rambling about?
Like
Like, you
if I
are
go on my
showing.
short if I go on my shorts,
Yeah.
latest one my
Hmm.
latest one has 4 likes and 2 dislikes. It's okay.
Oh, so it's like almost balanced,
Yeah.
like almost there.
And
Because
if I go on my second one, which is a Sand Shark, aka Dialdo's worst nightmare,
hmm
I have 2 dislikes and 2 likes.
yeah,
What's the big deal?
like I'm
And
looking up on
I
my
have another one, which is my most viewed video. I don't know why it blew up. Honestly,
oh,
58
like
likes
really
for
like
12
so.
dislikes.
Let's
And
see. I'm
I
looking.
know that those dislikes aren't from actual users. They're from YouTube bots to balance that thing.
And I hate when people say, "Oh, your audience is just small children that just watch random shit." I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? That's what the age range of audience is there for, unless YouTube tries to do so." Which I hate to jinx, but what if they try to remove that? What's going to do then? Because my
There's also
channel.
another one where
Hmm?
when I caught my Dragonite,
Oh,
I have
Dragonite.
23 likes for 2 dislikes. I'm still
It's
wondering how the YouTube bots didn't decided to gather themselves and boost and boot that dislikes up.
because um because I'm looking up on the Madeline Hatter video, the first short I ever did though about warning her before I did a saga on her because I'm not doing any more of her. She can just go fuck off already though. I have like 26 likes and 5 dislikes, and I say I have a feeling it's one of those fans that say kiss me or touch my butt or whatever. I'm like, dude, you encourage sexual harassment? Stay away from me and my fans and my girlfriend then.
Eh?
Like what the fuck? Like because the way he said it is like, oh, touch my butt. I'm like, what did I just read? Am I reading that or am I going dyslexic? What the fuck? Like
There's even
even the
sometimes when
comments.
I'm just doing I'm just doing my stuff,
Yeah,
totally
with
normal. And what did
like
I
even
see? What did I see out of nowhere?
even the
I'm just
comments.
seeing
Oh
some
my god.
random comment about being totally creeps,
Creeps? Like
and
what kind of creeps though?
I'm forced to delete that comment
Yeah, to me,
because that's one of the comments that got that got my channel banned. My previous channel with also the hack.
because if anything, though, I mean, at least the block button is there, so you can just block them and just never have to bother with those assholes again. I'd say
Eh, yep.
until they reach out to somebody else. Like last night before I went to bed around around midnight because I go to bed really late despite despite being early bird in the morning. And I say to myself though, who is this user? And I was like an angry emoji face. I was like, are you gonna fucking answer me? Who are you? And what do you mean by review? And they said I did a review on you. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What review? And then he goes, oh, the one I just said. You're cringe and something of some shit. And I'm like to myself, even though I just deleted the comments and then blocked him and reported his own for spamming, called me a flamingo fucker, and then I say to myself though, okay, what is with these users not liking the video, but then they watch it anyway? Like, you're free to criticize it, sure, but why are you watching it if you don't even like it to begin with? Holy fuck.
Yep.
Like, don't watch it if you don't enjoy it. It's not that hard. Just click off, boom, just go onto a video you do enjoy.
Some people
There's
just want
different
to be just some people just wants to be attention
just to give you a
seekers
reaction. Because there are
and
trolls out
just to
there, I will
see
say
what
that.
the reaction of the content creator.
Yeah, I will admit that because if anything, though, there are trolls out there still hatching in their eggs.
Yep.
Yeah, because even comments like say like let's say if someone bashes on someone that did something wrong or something, oh my god, their fans go ballistic.
I mean, I'm not even surprised because there's what we call a stan
Yeah, or a sheep too.
or a sheep. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I did get backlash for this year. One woman or trans woman, though. Oh my god, she is. It's really toxic to the point where you couldn't even touch her. That's how bad she is. Like, if anything, though, she had this fan that kept saying to me, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're just jealous."
There's also another woman
Mm-hmm.
back here where I live in Canada.
Uh huh.
Uh, she's known almost around the world.
Oh, so she's worldwide known, huh?
Well, yeah, but for how controversial she is.
She's like you don't have to go into specific detail, but what does she do into small detail? Can you explain that?
Oh boy, where to begin?
Like it was really that dangerous, wasn't it?
Oh boy. She would literally harass you publicly in her
Like
videos.
publicly.
Yeah, she does a video, she's harassing you.
Oh fuck.
You know that vegan teacher? Yeah,
Oh, I've seen
yeah,
that bitch before.
her.
That woman is needs to fuck off now.
And sometime there was one time where she was so controversial, YouTube did nothing.
Yeah,
YouTube
you
did
start noticing
absolutely
videos
nothing.
about her behavior. It's really disgusting.
Thing is, I know a couple of my friends that are vegan. She's an
And she
insult
brings
to them.
yeah, I was gonna say she must bring insult to the vegan name if you think about it.
Yep. Technically, yep. She even has a son, and her son hates her.
Oh, I hate to be that guy, but I don't blame him. Because if anything, though, you're like, it's okay if you're a vegan. I'm fine with vegans, but even so, this is just terrible, though. It's almost as bad as how Onision insulted people who, oh, like they he's a vegetarian. I'm like, okay, there are vegetarians out there, but why are you backlashing for people to eat meat? I mean, it's their right to eat whatever shit they eat. You
I
are
know.
what you eat. Have you never heard of that shit before? I'd be like, but apparently not.
Some people just loves to take everything personally.
Yeah, like they'll take the piss out of everybody for that.
Yep.
Yeah, because let's be honest though. I mean,
I mean,
like
it's social
I will
media.
I will
It's a
admit,
wild ride.
I was a very picky eater as a kid, but as I grew up, I was like I really am into something that I do enjoy. Like if I crave for it, I'll search in the fridge, and then if I don't have it, I'll say, oh, I need to get this at the grocery store. But then even
I used to be
so,
a picky eater too, but I wasn't that big of a deal.
yeah, I
I
mean, the
wasn't
only
that big
reason,
of a deal because,
yeah,
like,
because
why?
even
If
so,
if it's food, why should I refuse it?
the only foods I like, I will admit there are some foods I cannot have. Like, say, if I eat pecan, I get hives, and if I eat tuna, which I do like the taste, but my stomach can't handle it, then
Yeah, that
yeah,
happens.
because yeah, like I am one of those people who gonna say like if there's nuts in them, I'll be like, is there pecan in it? And they say, I don't know. Read the damn label. That's what the label there. Oh my god! And even so, though, speaking of that vegan teacher, though, I hate how, like, even when I try to comment on something though about what she's been doing wrong, someone was like, "Oh, you're just jealous." I'm like, "Why is this always the answer? I'm not jealous. I'm just telling you what I feel about her. Holy shit!" And then they had to
What can
block
I
me from that.
say?
I'm like, "Wow, you're very sensitive. Like, you make me look like a tougher person in real life now."
What can I say? Some people just likes attention way too much.
Yeah, and it's weird. I mean, I know she had like the vegan teacher over 232K subs by the time of making this year video, but fighting racism, homophobia. Yeah, fuck me. I'm not gonna deal with that shit. No way. No way, Jose. And her oh my god, her glasses though when I look at them, I was like, are you sure you didn't steal them from Steve Urkel? Are
Yeah,
you fucking
sometimes
sure?
I wonder.
Because my glasses, when I look at them, I'm like, am I Steve Urkel in a different form? And they say, no, why do you say that? And I'm like, because my glasses, they're not as red. They're like a burgundy red, but I feel like I'm like, even I could do the voice. I'm like, can I do this? Like that. I'm creepy that way. What the hell? But yeah, there's a ton of users out there, even to the people who aren't even known very big though. Like say Young Defiance. Like I want to do a take on this asshole because honestly though, he's like once you watch one video, you already know what you're getting into in every video. He's always bashing on anime and says he's the king of anime and then say about video games and the like. And I'm like, okay, fine, you don't like it, then why are you bashing on it for people who do like it? Like even the most egotistical people out there will bash people for something that they don't even know about.
Yep. When
Like
even when people just you even when you're just trying to enjoy something, but to the point of you're not here to enjoy what someone does. You're just waiting until he destroys his desk.
yeah, like why would you want to watch someone who's gonna bash on something you like? That's like me saying if I bash someone for enjoying Pokemon and then I say, oh, you're a person who just is a child. Like I may not watch or say play Pokemon nowadays a lot because of how busy I am in real life and everything. But even so, I don't bash people for that because that would be hypocritical if I like something that they like. That'd be hypocritical.
And since your community is half Pokemon related,
Yeah, that's true. Like especially because Purloin, she said, "Oh, why don't you have Flamigo?" I think I can. I'm sorry if I pronounce the name. My accent is pretty bad. So when there's this Flamingo like Pokemon, says, "Why don't you use that as your avatar?" I say, "Because I dedicated flamingos as since my real dad he showed them to me when I was young before he passed on 2 years before I graduated high school, and that's why I dedicated my flamingos to him then too. Because I'm like a tough daddy's girl that way. That's what I am.
Yeah. I
I get the
mean,
like if you
there's a Pokemon that is literally a flamingo, but yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's basically the same thing, just without the letter N. But I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think I would
I
like
mean,
it
if you
better
want
if
to
they
do
had
that one
something
day,
a
go
little
for
more.
it. But that's how you decide. Your channel, your rules.
Yeah,
If nobody
yeah,
is happy with that, then we can just leave.
yeah. Like, I mean, my videos aren't Pokemon related, sure, but even so, I mean, I can call my username whatever the hell as long as I'm comfortable with it, and I don't want to change my profile picture, even though I say to myself, should I change it? Should I not? Because I have my picture, as you can see on the screen. I'm like, nah, let's just use that on my take-ons and such shit. But with my flamingos I have on right now, I like to make it more unique in my own way. Like, not something inappropriate, not something too cheesy, just for me. Then,
Mm,
I mean, I
that's
don't hate.
your
I
rules.
hate to. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not hurting anybody or making anyone uncomfortable, then you're fine. You're good then.
Yep.
Because if anything, no, I hate when users always have to like this one user. Oh my god, she was such a bitch. Whenever somebody was always changing their profile picture, I'm like, bitch, that's their decision if they want to change it or not yours. Like everyone has the right to make their own choices at times if they want to do what's right or wrong. That's on them, not anyone else's.
Yeah.
Even if we are like say groundbreaking at times, I'm like, okay, even groundbreaking people can make stupid decisions at times. I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Sometimes it can get you in the biggest trouble.
Yeah, like there are consequences, but you have to know what the repercussions are. Be like there are so many people out there that even if you try to say one singular criticism, oh my god, that means you're a hater. I'm like, when have I said I was hating on that person? What the hell?
Exactly.
I was like even the smallest bit of criticism out there. Oh, they'll like even the detractors will try and block you or some shit.
Yep.
Oh my god. Like you're making I say like I'm sensitive in real life. I'm like, you're making me a tougher person in real life, even though that's my front. That's my front. Like if I do act tough, that's only a front because in real life I'm really anxious and all that stuff. I'm like, you know what?
I'm
No,
mostly
just chill.
shy,
I'm
so
yeah, I'm
whenever I feel like I want to talk, I don't really.
me. I'm blunt. Like if I say something mean, I'm like I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be honest at times, though. That's how blunt I am.
Yeah, that's nothing new.
Like I'm not ashamed to admit I'm blunt. Like but if it's something like criticism, like say if people go ahead and say things like what the fuck is it though, if someone says to you the tiniest bit of things though, like say if oh you can improve on this if you can, oh my god, that means they're a hater. I'm like, do you even know what criticism is, or do I have to get a fucking dictionary to make you read it, because otherwise I highly doubt you're going to read
Sometimes
it.
I wonder.
You wonder what.
Sometimes I wonder if they need a dictionary to understand.
Yeah. Like I sometimes have to look up on certain words I'm not used to because I used to use big vocabulary, but then I say, wait, what's that word mean? And I have to look it up and I'm like, oh, okay. So if I use it in this sentence, I'm gonna do that then, okay? Because I can be pretty dumb at times. I'm not ashamed to admit.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's be honest though, a lot of us can be dumb at times, I could say.
I'm always
Even
dumb.
me, I get called dumb, retarded, stupid, bitch, and all that stuff. And I'm like, fine, call me those names. I mean, I'm not gonna talk to you for a while, but okay.
What do
Because
you
that's
think
me though.
about
Always
ending
give
the take on here?
yeah, because my take ons, I get not all videos, but some videos. It's just I just never know what's going on though. Like you think that, like you think that YouTube would actually like I'm not saying even the smallest out there, but even some people who do the hate, they're always giving out like say some violent claims like, oh, if you say this again, and I'm like, okay, I'm
Uh,
surprised YouTube doesn't give you any
they can
restrictions.
go talk mad shit. for
Yeah,
the smallest of reasons. It
like
doesn't
I think
matter. You decide.
like
If you break, that's your problem. If they decide to cyberbully you about that, that's their problem. They can
yeah.
actually get arrested for that.
Yeah, because cyberbullying is a crime, though, even if they don't like to hear about it. I'm like, if you don't like to hear about it, then why are you doing it to begin with? Like, stupid people do stupid shit. Let's be honest.
But stupid people gets what they deserve.
As stupid is, as stupid does. I think that's what Will Smith said in The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I watched The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like, as stupid is, as stupid does. I'm like, wow, I should say that next time. Even though he did that from Chris Rock, I'm like, oh, that's gonna become a meme, and then what do you know, it's already a meme. Like everything you do is probably gonna become a meme if you do something that's really as infamous as
Yeah,
that or so.
yeah,
Like
he
keep
does.
your wife out of keep my wife out of your fucking mouth. He's like, I'm going to. I'm like, oh shit. I hate to be like, I was like, oh shit. Even though Chris Rock was on that show once, and I was like, now I
Think
have
so.
to wonder what's it like to be a woman like that now.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I know that was just him. Like, even in most shows, they'll just say that it's just a man playing a woman. I'm like, I don't have a problem with cross dressers. I don't have a problem with that as long as they feel comfortable what they're doing. That's on them. Then I don't have a problem with that. I mean, hell, I dress in boy clothing a lot of the times. I don't have a problem with it. Even though
I
someone
usually wear light clothing, so
me, I just wear whatever is comfortable for me, and I make my own style. Kind of like how some people make their own style. I say, well, I have my own style, so be it. Because if anything, though, I mean, even they say, oh, you just don't like it because it's not your kind. I was like, I just don't feel comfortable wearing about it. That's the thing, though.
yeah. When the
Like,
there's even a couple of times on YouTube when I was just bored, so I decided to check one of those videos out. But getting bullying on YouTube just because of what you wear, are you that bored
like
with your life?
oh my god. Like me, I don't show my face. Like even after that one time I was with my idol that time when collaborating with him in a video, even though he's no longer around. And that video he had was on there. I think no, he had on there. Oh my god, I'm so bad with my words. Like I was on there with him and his friend Afrofish OG. I watched him too as well. And what's more is that I don't like showing myself though, but I wear either a cardigan or sometimes I wear sweaters or hoodies. I mostly wear hoodies whenever I'm cold because that's how I am, and I usually hide my face at times when I don't want to show myself in public at times. And they're like, "Are you getting arrested for them?" What? You see the police? I'll be like, like if
You
there's no
okay?
police there, why would you assume I wear my hood because I'm getting arrested? Why would you assume that? Yeah, people do that shit on the news, but I have this to say, that's on them.
Yeah, after what you've been through.
Yeah. Especially if they cover their faces. Like you see them on the news, they cover their faces like they're not gonna know who you are, even though they took a fucking mugshot on you. I'd say
Yep.
like there's mugshots for a reason to know who you are and know not to associate with you.
Yep.
Like I hate when people say that. Like they say, "Oh, you're only wearing that hoodie because you're just covering up your face." Maybe it's because it's raining. I don't want to get too wet, or I don't want to get chill. Have you ever considered that? Oh wait, never mind. You never thought of that. Never mind.
Nah.
Yeah, like some people will think anything, even if it's not really there per se. Like, what the hell? Like, I
No,
will admit, yes, I do misjudge things at times, but I usually keep it to myself. I'll admit to that.
I don't usually speak up. So, when I do, I'm mostly with a friend.
Yeah, me, I just speak in slang whenever I feel like it. My girlfriend, she knows I speak in slang whenever I get too excited, and she goes, "Damn, girl, nothing be so shouting." I say, "That's how I am when I get excited. I get too franked up." What the hell?
Yeah. So, you want to hand up the take on here?
We can do that if we can do that if you want to. But yeah, I mean,
I
thanks for
mean,
joining
we
me.
got a, we got into a, we got a, we got on an hour and 5 minutes on it.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, that's like the longest time I ever had for a non
Yep.
live stream, I'd say.
Yep.
But yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you collaborated with me.
Next
Yeah,
time.
yeah. That's next time. Yeah. Yep. I'll probably put it on Premiere then, if that's all right with you.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's my. I say it's a video I do anyways. So what the hell not? Yeah. But yeah, thanks for collaborating with me, dude.
Yeah, that's nice. It's been nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to collab with somebody. That's why. But then they were all like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't use StreamYard." I'm like, "Do you use Google at least?" And they like, "No, but you can still do it." I'm like, oh, I feel lonely here sometimes. Like even the
Yeah.
most, even if
Well,
I do like being alone,
now
at
you
times
have
I was like,
someone that
"Okay,
you
I'm
can
just thinking
collab
about
with.
me." So whenever you want to do a collab, just say the word, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, thank you all so much for watching as I go ahead and upload the video then. And as always, stay flamingo-tastic. And would you like to say anything, Giratina?
Yeah. I'll see you all in my chat if
Yep.
you ever decide to drop by.
Yep, and I'll leave a link to his channel. So then, if you guys want to, you can check it out and subscribe to him anytime you want to. Yep, and yep, stay fantastic. Yes, yes, see ya. Yeah,
See ya.
thanks for joining me.
Flamingo.
See ya. Yep, see ya. Bye.
Bye.